Hello, how's it going? Today I'd like to show you WaterWolf. It's a project that a bunch of us have been working on for quite some time. And as you can clearly see, it's a city, or a town, or however you'd like to see it. But I'd like to explain what we're doing and why we're doing it. And with that, give me a second. Let's walk over here. Let's get a good clean grip on what's going on. So what we have here is Waterworld, or it's a WaterWolf. And what we're doing here is we are creating an actual world collectively together. And to better explain this, I think I'll bring you over here to the wall map and explain it a little bit like this. So let me get down here and show you. We have our city planner who is planning everything out that you see here. This is the map in its entirety, and it's actually really cool. And then we have the model builder, which is me. I'm in charge of putting things together, along with a few other model creators. And then we are going to turn this kind of into an RP server. But the first is we've got to build a city. And so with us building the city, I'd like you to come along with me while I show you what's going on here. So we kind of have a start to the city, but it's really just in testing phase right now. So earlier video, we had a live stream where we walked around on a flat surface and a flat platform. Well, now I've got some testing platforms set up. So we needed to create a city street, right? We needed to create it so I modeled a street, and this is kind of what I think we're going to have, and now it's subject to change, but this is just me attempting to make the city street lines. And, you know, you have your standard recycle bins and signs, but it's basically just us collectively working together to try and build a city. And us building a city, I'd like to walk you into it, but to do that, I got to put the camera on my shoulder. So give me a second here. All right. So I'm going to put my camera right back on here. There we are. And then what we're going to do is we're going to localize the camera. And we're going to put you right over here so you can see me. Perfect. Now let's go take a look here. So in the city, we have right now a whole bunch of placeholders. Nothing too crazy. Nothing really uh, fancy or crazy. So right now I put a test street up to show scale. But let's just kind of walk down a corridor here, shall we? So we have a whole bunch of testing facility or testing buildings right now, but I'm just going to kind of walk around. There's the water tower up there. Get more towards the city hall, I think. Walk down some more corridors. Look, some water towers up there. So it's quite a city, that's for darn sure. And let's see here. So we have ourselves basically you kind of spawn right about here. Let's take you over. So you spawn right about here. This is going to be City Hall. The purple marker is where City Hall begins its operation here. And let me show you here. I'm going to put this back in default. So now, get the camera going. There we are. We'll rotate it around. Oh, okay. So There we are. So now we have our water tower. We have Main Street. And we have a whole bunch of wonderful things going on. So this is kind of just the walk around the city in general. And I know it's not much, but it keeps growing, and it keeps becoming more. And I'm really excited to show you the progress as we make steps. This world is staying simple, mainly for the sake of not overwhelming it, but when we say it's simple, it's also really big. We're going to push the capacity of this world to its actual limit, but also we want to make sure it stays optimized. And that's kind of the hard part. All these buildings are going to be interactable, at least most of them. Some of them will just be dead space, and the reason we're doing that is because we've learned you congregate too many people together in one spot, the server lags out. So we are kind of thinking of creating like actual building and having a bit of dead space, actual building, so that way you can have your circles of friends and the city can be full and hustle and bustle can happen. One thing I think we need to do in an RP server is to create tasks and roles that are almost like questing. You need to go to the distribution center, pick up some supplies, only to take it to the supermarket and drop the supplies off. And in doing so, a quest, aka a job, will give you something to do and give you a perk to do it in the world. So that's the principle of it. But as of right now, our first step, build the city. And that's what we've done here. And with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this video off. But I wanted to show it to you, and I wanted to upload it in a very crude fashion because I really love showing you what we've been working on. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.